Today we have Samyang Ramen. Okay, this is the original Samyang Ramen, the OG one from before their invention of buldak, which went on to take the world by storm. I have never had this before. I've seen it on the shelf a few times and I've always wanted to try it, so I'm really happy that I managed to get a packet. It costs £1, which is the same price as Shin Ramyun, so I am expecting this to be pretty good quality. I have high expectations for this. I think my biggest fear is that this isn't going to bring anything really special and unique. I'm a bit worried that this is just going to be like Shin Ramyun, if I'm honest. But I will give it a fair shot and we'll see what it's like. Let's start with the packaging. So firstly, the color scheme and the typography of this, really retro. It is amazing. I think this is a really, really great package. Super eye-catching. I really like that it's vegan. I love all of this bouncy noodle, spicy, rich vegetable flavor stuff. I think it looks really, really smart. The color scheme, you just don't get anything like this anymore, so it really is very retro, I think, on the front. On the back, again, the sort of materials are pretty high quality in here. I'll take a look at the ingredients to see if there's anything special. Okay, the soup has yeast extract, flavor enhancer, shiitake mushroom, chili pepper, chili extract, black pepper, garlic, and then the flakes, you've got bok choy, chives, and soy protein flakes, carrots, and cabbage. This is sounding very reminiscent of Shin Ramyun at the moment, which I'm a bit concerned about, but we'll see if it tastes any different. And cooking instructions. Add noodles, powder and flakes into 550 ml of boiling water and cook for 4 minutes. Stir well and serve. Okay. Yeah, I think it's sounding pretty good. It sounds like it's probably going to be similar to Shin Ramyun. I think I might have broken the noodles inside. Oops. But we'll see what happens when I open it. But overall, I think the packaging is great. It looks like it's going to be high quality and I'm excited to give it a go. Okay, yep, I did manage to break the noodles. Oh yes. Look at the color. The graphic design, I mean the typography and the color scheme is amazing. Okay, let's have a look at these noodles. They look pretty good, reasonable thickness. Wow, they smell so nice. They actually smell a bit spicy. Already smells like a cup noodle, you know, the kind of the spices that you get, like the flavorings. That really smells really nice. My mouth is watering already. Other than the sort of rectangular square shape, this looks very similar, I think, to Shin Ramyun, maybe slightly paler, but sort of similar thickness, maybe ever so slightly thinner. Let's have a look at these. Whoops. Okay, the smell of this. It looks really, really bright orange. The smell just hit me as soon as I opened that packet. Whoa. Getting a real sort of wasabi, mustardy smell from that. It sort of burnt a little bit as I inhaled. There's definitely something else really interesting there. A little bit sort of fermenty, a bit like soy saucy. Wow, a bit smoky as well. That is really interesting. There's quite a lot of depth to that. And I know it just doesn't look like much for 550 ml of water, but I have a feeling from smelling that it's going to be really, really, really flavoursome whenever I come to cook it up. Okay, let's have a look at these flakes. Okay. They look pretty good. I always say that Nong Shim do really, really good flakes, but look at the size of those textured soy protein chunks, the sort of beef chunks, and the size of those flakes. They're really impressive. I think that looks really nice. Like, I don't think I would be able to distinguish that as being anything other than Nong Shim, so I think Samyang have done a really good job with those flakes. Quite impressed. Okay, well that's it. Pretty simple, very straightforward. I just need to cook this up with 550 ml of water and we'll see what it tastes like. Okay. So that cooked for 4 minutes. One thing that really struck me, it shocked me actually, was the size of those flakes while I was cooking it. It looks like a slab of steak, which I'm really excited to try. Let's see what these noodles look like. Those noodles look beautiful. They look perfectly cooked, perfect thickness as well. They actually look identical to the Shin Ramyun ones now that they're cooked. I think I'm going to say that a lot actually while I'm trying this. They look beautiful. I'm just gonna smell this. Wow, it's definitely smoky. It looks identical to Shin Ramyun right now, but when you smell it, it's immediately different. It actually smells like there's smoked paprika in there, like chorizo or something. It's definitely very different to Shin Ramyun. I think there's a lot that's similar. It smells like chili, a little bit oniony, but that overriding smell at the moment for me is smokiness, which is really, really exciting. Right, let's try this broth. Okay, that caught me in the throat. Definitely spicy, really salty. Wow, definite chili, definite onion, very salty. But the real standout for me, the thing that makes this taste really unique at the moment, is that smokiness. It really smells and tastes like there's smoked paprika in that. I have had little sort of notes of smoked paprika from the buldak before. I always thought it was in my head, but trying this, it must be something that Samyang does. It does taste ever so slightly sweeter. I mean, it is a very savory bowl here of broth, ever so slightly sweeter than Shin Ramyun. I'm not really getting any of the shiitake. I do always think that Shin Ramyun's very heavy in the shiitake flavor, but I'm not getting that with this. To me, it's much stronger on the sort of smoked paprika flavor. But just look at those noodles. It's time to try them. Let's see what they're like. Oh yeah, really, really chewy. I think it says on the front, bouncy noodle. It actually is. It does seem really bouncy, which I really like in a noodle. Every time I sort of take a bite, I'm just hit with a little bit of sweet smokiness. Really interesting, really nice. Brilliant noodle texture there. Some of the flavors are getting a bit stronger towards the end, as usual. Let's try one of these beef chunks of textured soy protein. Okay, absolutely no flavor at all for me, but they just look beautiful. They just look great. And the texture's nice. I'll try one of those carrots as well. Yep, nice bit of crunch, not really any flavor. To me, this isn't as spicy. I know my mouth is burning. It isn't as spicy as Shin Ramyun for me, at least my recollection. It does seem ever so slightly sweet. Wow, that was way, way, way more interesting than I was expecting. I was genuinely worried that this wasn't going to be unique enough, but I really don't have that feeling at all right now. I think the noodles were great. I think the broth was nice. Definitely really distinctive with that smokiness. Every single bite, it just tasted like smoked paprika. To me, that was really sort of unique, and it definitely distinguished from other noodles on the shelf. In terms of whether or not that was worth it for £1, yes, it was. That's definitely something that you can't really get in any other noodle. The quality of the ingredients, the quality of the flavors, the quality of the noodles was great. So in terms of whether or not I would recommend people try this, I definitely would. I feel like this is a noodle that everyone would need to try at least once. So I'm very, very happy to recommend it. I do have to have a think about whether or not this is going to be one of those noodles that I'm going to dream about. And I can't see myself doing that. I do feel as though I might crave from time to time lifting one of these sort of smoky, smoked paprika ones off the shelf instead of Shin Ramyun. But really, I don't see myself really frequently lying in bed dreaming about this and having to have a packet of this and just going out of my way to try and get it. But in terms of whether or not this was special and unique and whether or not I would really miss this if it wasn't on the shelf, I think I would be really sad if this product didn't exist, especially because of that really, really unique aroma and taste that you get from that you just, I haven't experienced in any other ramen really, anything like that. So all in all, Given that this is something that's really unique and I would miss it if it wasn't there, I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5. So let me know in the comments if you agree or if you disagree. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.